Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're gonna play the last version of 4-color control. So, the bans happen, and I'm recording this right before Avatar comes out. I don't have Avatar cards, so I'm gonna try some 4-color control just to end off our... What was the last set that even came out? The Spider-Man standard that nobody really liked, and there's no cards on Spider-Man here. Thank you. Alright, so this deck is really all about having the we're given the super crazy mana base from the current standard that allows us to put 4 color in a control deck without any real mana fixing. There's no mana fixing in this deck. There's just a lot of different colored lands that are shock lands, and then we got verges that kind of help with getting the mana. No color fixing, as in we don't have ramps and we don't have cards that changes one mana to another mana. We do have 4 starting town, which is painful but can get us 1 mana of any color, kind of like City of Brass, but it only comes into play untapped on the first 3 turns of the game. The rest of the game, these are tap lands, so it's also not that great, but it is what keeps this deck going. So the whole idea of this deck for 4 color is these 2 cards. We got Jeskai Revelation, which is a 7 mana, return target spell permanent, so it's kind of bounce a spell or bounce a permanent. We also deal 4 damage to target, put 2 monks, draw 2 cards, and gain 4 life. So for 7 mana, you actually get 5 effects. That's not too shabby. Alright, so this is what makes this deck so strong. But that's not the only card. For 4 colors, this is just Jeskai. We slot black in so that we can have Inevitable Defeat. A 4 mana spell that's uncounterable, and it exiles target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3 life and we gain 3 life. So we remove, it cannot be countered, and then we have a 6 life swing between us and our opponent. So that is what stops an individual card from winning the game against us, right? Shieldred's not in standard, but there's probably still other, 1 card, very good cards like Yuna. Yuna, this cannot stop this because it cannot be countered, so the ward does not matter. Right, and it can also stop Kaito. I think even though it's hexproof, we can target it on our turn. It doesn't have hexproof. We also can stop just and really any tempo or mid-range card with inevitable defeat. And then for aggro, of course, we got Ultima. I actually cut all Dave Judgment from this deck because we have a new card to slot in. Because we have red. We put it right here. Technically 3 mana for most of the time. Fire Magic. This card is actually really good. So for 1 mana, we can deal 1 damage to the board at instant speed. So you can get all the Land War Elves and the Deep Cavern Bats and stuff. And then for 3 mana, we can deal 2 damage to each creature, which will kill most of the life gain cards, except for, the Johnny Primates that grew. And then for 6 mana, we can deal 3 damage to each creature, which will pretty much catch anything that we need to catch for a board wipe, against a board wipe deck that we couldn't catch with things like Ultima and stuff. So no Dave Judgment, 2 Fire Magic and 2 Ultima for this deck. And then we need to survive, right? So we got a lot of survivability in counter spells and, Lightning Helixes. And we got a lot of card draw in Consult and Stock Up. Just like what I normally do for a control deck, I don't really like to talk about the curve. So even though the curve kind of looks like 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7, the deck isn't played that way. The deck is really played based on our interaction with whatever our opponent does. So let's talk about them card at a time, right? So first we have the removal. 4 Lightning Helix, 4 Inevitable Defeat, 1 Right End. Alright, these are our single target removal cards that, against aggro, against sort of a early game tempo, chocobo decks and things like that. These will be very useful. And then we have our counter spells. We got 4 No More Lies, which counters, a lot of early game cards. But of course, No More Lies is something that's a little bit tricky because you need 2 color mana, and you gotta go first, because if you go second, your opponent's on turn 3, and your No More Lies stop working as useful by the time you can cast them. I also have 2 Negate, which is ultimately very useful for countering any sort of a non-creature spell, right? We don't need to counter creature spells because we can kill them. We got to counter non-creature spells with Negate. And then we have our sort of disruption. We got 2 Rest in Peace and 1 Kutzil's Flanker. You got those disruptions. You have to have those disruptions, especially in the current meta. Now that Vivi's banned, there are so many graveyard decks out there. I gotta get rid of all of them. Rest in Peace stops any graveyard shenanigans from happening ever. Of course, our opponent can destroy Rest in Peace. That's why we have Negate. So that's kind of the idea. And then our board wipes, right? We got 2 Fire Magic and 2 Ultima as our board wipes. We got our card draw in 4 Consult the Start Chart and 4 Stock Up. These are the necessary card draws. And then we got our end game, which is the 4 Jeskai Revelations. That's right, you need 4. I see some decks run 3, some decks run 2. No, 4 Jeskai Revelation. We gotta reveal. We have to draw Jeskai Revelation to basically win in a lot of matchups. Now, of course, as a control deck, sometimes your opponent will just rage quit. But if you want to fight an opponent that's worth their weight in magic skills, they're not going to leave until you present a win con. Jeskai Revelation is that win con. And then, of course, our land base. The same land base as before, so I don't want to talk about it too long. We got 3 Floodfarm Verge, 3 Meticulous Archive for blue-white, 2 Godless Shrine, only 2 black lands for black-white, because we only have Inevitable Defeat as a black card. We have, and a Watery Grave, of course. We have 3 Verge, River of Higher Verge, and 1 Thundering Fall for red, blue, because, you know, our red cards, we have Lightning Helix, Fire Magic, and Jeskai Revelation. Not as much as white-blue, but a little bit. And then we have a lot of red-white lands and 4 Sacred Foundry and 2 Sun Billow Verge, right? A lot of different colors spread. But mainly you need to have 4 starting town, because this is 1 mana of any color. Do not run Multiversal Passage in this deck, because you know, you have to choose a color there, and you don't want to have to choose a color. You want to be the 1 mana of any color. So starting town helps. Pay 1 life doesn't matter, because Lightning Helix and Defeat give us 3 life each, and Revelation gives us 4 life. Right? And then we have 1 Plain, 1 Mountain, in case we get basic checked. And then we have 1 Mistrise Village against control decks. Mistrise Village will really help push out the Jeskai Revelation. Once you have 1 Jeskai Revelation out, your opponent will struggle to answer that one, the 2 monks on board and everything. And then as they're trying to answer, you can then cast a second Jeskai Revelation and can start chaining that. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. Now let's go into the meta and see how well we can do. Alright, our opponent is Shadow Hope. We go first with a stock up. Alright. I'll take that. How's it going? I mean, yes, we go first with a stock up and everything, but we actually have nothing in hand. So let's hope they're not too fast. Maybe the Fire Magic could get to a fast deck. Maybe. Please. They're white mana. White mana go. Alright, now we have a stick from the Shadow of the Fire Magic. Is it a unit deck? I mean, it's a unit avatar. Maybe it's a unit deck. Then the flanker will help a lot. Two white though. 2 white is curious. Alright, let's throw out a... I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's do the stock up. We got 2 whites. We're gonna defeat them. And probably an Ultima, right? Oh, okay, GG. They see a stock up, they already left. That's fun. Alright, our opponent is the Accidentally. Ha. Funny. Accidentally good hand. I mean, okay, it's... I'll take it. I thought the Negate was a card draw, to be fair. So it went from a good hand to barely manageable. Alright, let's... I don't need another defeat. I don't have black. Oh boy. I gotta know more lives I can use to counter something. Tifa's just gonna hit me for a lot. No more lies. No more. We're gonna do this just to destroy the Tifa this turn. Because he's got a handful of protection spells, I bet. Whirl Wagon. That's a card. Floodfarm Verge. Nope, not black. I do have a Negate, but I don't think a Negate will hit anything. He's got nothing? Alright, well then I will do a little bit of scry. Ooh. These are all not good cards for what's in my hand, huh? Helix can't actually hit anything, so... Yikes. Ha! I have a Negate, which is completely useless against their attack. Right hand. Not completely useless this time, but still. It's a Chocobo. It's gonna evolve them wilds. Ooh, land number 4. I don't think I need that untapped, do I? See if he trades. Him no trade. This is crew 3, right? Crew 4, okay. It's got probably a handful of protection spells, to be honest. Is he not gonna attack? Evolving Wild, yeah. Get a tap land. He's got 7 lands. It's gonna be 7 protection spells. He is gonna prove. Alright, so do I destroy the Whirl Wagon or the Chocobo? He's got a handful of protection spells, so he probably protects anyway. I'm gonna hit the Chocobo. Oh, no protection spells. We take 9, but we're not dead. Right? Yeah, not dead. Ah, tap land. Alright, I don't know if I can still attack. I don't have any removals right now. Chocobo again. Oh. Hey, how you doing? Alright. I can attack? I don't know what those 3 cards are. He didn't protect his Chocobo, so... I guess I don't have to attack. If I can flank her into a... No, those are instant speed spells. I wonder why he didn't protect. Maybe he smells the Negate. He probably smells in the gate. If he gets the Chocobo, oh come on! Did I get DC? Whose stick is this? Okay, it was his stick. Is it his stick? I can't tell because I feel like my rogue showed up. Bristly Billa. Alright, it's gonna be big. Let's see if he wants to put it all on the Whirl Wagon here. Oh, double crew. Well, Gives me a chance to kill. Don't know if he has a... Well, I have a counter spell anyway, so... Now, do I want to throw on the flanker? Probably not. Mistrise Village. Comes into play untapped. Can I lethal him? 4... No. If I can't lethal him, there's no point in attacking here, right? I could bounce that. I could bounce the Chocobo. No, I cannot bounce the Chocobo. He didn't use the Fable Passage, so I think it's fine. Gotta do it during combat. And he also has to hit 9 damage through, which is not easy. Okay, let's return this. 4 damage to this. Probably has protection. Does he have 2 protection spells? If he has 2 protection spells, it actually fizzles. No, he has no protection spell. Yo, GG. What is in your hand? It's a 2 lands. No, but there's been turns where he didn't play any land. Well, his deck just needs to work up to 7 mana, I guess. GG. Alright, our opponent is the Rulum. The mighty Rulum. And he goes first. Alright, well, again, we got no card draws in this deck full of card draws. But we got No More Lies. Completely dead card on the draw. 2 of them. Oh, great. They're burned. Yeah, negate on the burn. No doubt. Really? Nothing? Alright, look at a Verge out there. I could Helix them if I need to. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're gonna Helix me. Yeah, you got it. Lots of damage dealt. Good job. No voice. Go away. None of that. Alright, well, I don't want to stock up here and leave myself open, so... Looking for a tap land, just say go. I will get to 5 lands to use the stock up, right? You may pay 2 if you do endure 1. Interesting. Does it come with like a protection spell or something? Mountain or forest? Oh well, can't do it now. I gotta Helix this dude. Is he gonna pay 2? He didn't pay 2. Sanguine Evangelist. I don't want to fight the Sanguine. What am I playing against? Did I accidentally like stumble onto a like a limited deck or something? I don't think I need Rest in Peace, so I'll take these 2. Cool beans. Nope, can't stop that. You got it. You got a bat too. Congratulations. Starting town, Mistrise Village. I don't know. I guess this might, I mean, I don't think he's gonna counter. This will always be a tap land. There might be scenarios where this is not a tap land, right? So let's... War Leader's Call. That's pretty annoying. We can try to fetch for a counter spell, but if I don't get it, I waste my card draw. Yeah, you got it. I got plenty of life. But I say that, and now I'm already down at 12. So now there's Negate. Do I have another one? Jeez, I didn't know I have that many. Fire Magic against their deck. How useful would that be after Ultima? I don't know. Definitely want to take this, I guess. I do want to Negate for a counter spell. Do I need another land? I don't think I need another land. Let's take Rise End. Okay. Just Rise End this. I can take 2. If you play something I gotta counter, I'll counter it. But otherwise I'll just take 2. You do this again. He's got more Helix on my face. Yeah. More Helix on my face. More? A lot of Helixes. Alright, there is our Revelation. And then we get a stock up. Stock up or Consult? I can just take 2 Revelations. Well, let's just take 2 Revelations. And a No More Lies. Seems pretty good. Alright. Let me just kill this. I feel safer already. Second War Leader's Call. Let me negate that. I don't know why there's a stick. It's got a 1 mana burn spell, I guess. Maybe it's Burst Lightning. No, he's just gonna leave. GG, you're alum. I don't know what your deck is. Feels like a limited deck. Alright, our opponent is... House. Opponent goes first. Have you ever seen it you go first? I don't think I have. Jeez. I mean, we got a removal, which is very slow removal, but it's 1. And we got 2 Consults and No More Lies. I would say this is a fantastic hand if we were going first, but we're not. So, I mean, I have enough card draw. Fire Magic against Simic? No. That's Omniscience. It's not Omniscience. I bet it's Graveyard. Which means I gotta dig, and I gotta dig fast. Do I stop this Esper Origin? Don't have time to do that. Cantrip! Go! Oh god, it's bad. Alright, like a mountain? Or Mistrise? I don't know if he would run counterspell in his deck. Let's take a mountain. Oh! That's pretty good. It probably gets shut down though. Right, so do I want to let... no, I don't think so. This feels bad to do right now, but I'm still going to do it. It shuts down the Esper Origin at least for a turn. The thing is now he can use that. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say you can use that thing to destroy target permanent and kill my resting piece. But he can just leave now. Alright, our opponent is the Bucho 316. Go first! I never get to go first unless my hand is terrible like this. I mean, I got no blue lands, so if I don't draw blue, this hand is dead, right? I can basically cast Fire Magic and Lightning Helix only. Oh man, do I keep this hand? Am I gutsy enough to keep this hand? What are they playing? Ugin. Ugin feels like a control style deck. Alright, with Mulligan. Oh god. Watery Grave. I'll keep land number 4. They are not control style deck. They're very not control style deck. Jesus Christ. Alright. Mono green. I mean, okay, if I had the Fire Magic hand, would that serve any purpose for this deck? He played a land, so I think it's chokeable. It is graveyard deck. What does he put into his graveyard? That's a very long choice here for the Surveil 2. I'm thinking about whether or not I should rest in peace. It is a good card to hold for longer if they have destructions, but it also stops him from Esper Origin back next turn, right? And that's pretty important for me, I think. Alright, there's a red. Tap. Stop that. No Esper Origin, please. He can crack his Fabled Passage, but he'll lose that too. So if it's the whatever that mill play lands on a graveyard deck, he also cannot do that. So far it's been mono green, to be fair. Maybe he's mono green. I can try to console into an ult. Oh, twitching dolls. He attacks with L. Let's stop. Let us stalk. What are we gonna hit? Negate. Helix is nice. Guess we take another stock up, right? I don't think I have time for Negate. That's the thing. We'll take another stock up. You can go. I need a boar wipe. Ultima or Fire Magic. I don't think the Revelation is gonna be anywhere on time. He has 4 mana already. Is it Elf Ball? Hunter's Talon. Alright, well, it doesn't do anything to me right now. He can +1 to make his creature a little bigger. But then he's not using the nesting doll. Interesting. Alright, I think that's a protection spell. Let's go back. Let's stock up first, right? I think I need a land now. I have 6 lands. This will be the 7th. Yeah, I'll take that land. Floodfarm Verge. I cannot Helix because I played the Floodfarm Verge. Alright, well, I have Right Hand. That's kind of the plan. Cannot be countered. Trample Haste. Definitely got a protection spell. Next game, Veltime. Yep. right? Alright, so now we Helix the doll so we don't die. And I'm gonna have to consult. It's got another protection spell? Oh, that's annoying. No, just Chocobo. Oh boy. Well, these are not great cards. But we'll take it. Why did I take a land anyways? I already have lands. So we gotta do the Revelation. I guess I'll do it on his turn. Gives him a chance to protect. It is what it is. I mean, I think back-to-back Revelation can protect me. I gotta do it during combat. Another Hunter's Talent. Just gonna level that up too. More Trample. Oh, okay. Tapped out. So, I'm going to return your Worm. And deal 4 damage to Chocobo. A 3-1. I have to take 2. Oh. Is that an alien outside? What does that sound? It's Secret Foundry. You're gonna tap. Do I attack? What is my plan? I don't have time to probably just Revelation again. There's the Worm. Alright, I'll bounce it. 4 damage to you. I will like more cards. Oh, that's GG. I had to wait till 7 lands, but once you get there, the Revelations will reveal our win. Alright, our opponent is Brunts. Not Bruce, Brunts. We go first against Brunts. Yes. Yes, we do. How's it going, Brunts? Hope you have a Bruntsful day. Ah, this is great, actually, because Secret Foundry untaps. Oh, this is land number 4, though. Oh man, I might regret that. Anyways, Secret Foundry untaps the Mistrise Village. That's pretty nice. There is an elf. Alright, we have no more lies, so we might be able to catch something off guard here. Deep Cavern Bat. One damage. Because look at our hand, but we got rid of 2 cards. 2 for 1 is not too bad. Starting time's gonna be tapped for no reason. Ah, that's fine. I will flank him if he doesn't do anything. He can see the counter spell and the burn spell. I don't want to counter that, nor do I want to burn that. That's kind of the issue, right? If he takes the counter spell, I can burn the bat. If he takes the bat, or if he takes the burn spell, I still have a counter spell. So I think that's fine. I'm just gonna get the flanker out. Ooh, those are some cards. He takes the burn spell, which means I still have a counter spell. I want the next card too anyway, so. See if he wants to trade. I doubt he wants to trade here. But I have a counter spell, right? That's really all I need. Single Surveyor. Attacks endure. Stop that from happening. He does attack, but hey, you know, that's fine. He's inevitably gonna face the defeat. I have a lot of card draws now because of the consults. He's on 2 lands. He's gonna shoot my sheriff. Do I? I mean, I kind of want to draw that consult, but I don't want to defeat a bat. Like I don't know how relevant it is to defeat a bat against this deck. Man, I guess we'll just do this. It's fine. See, it's fine, right? Double consult and no more lies. No more lies is real good right now because he has no mana. The double consult draws 2 cards. Get our Revelation. Bobby! Bobby B. Let's do this again. Consulting into consulting. I think that helps. Oh, no, he's just gonna leave. Alright, Brucey. GG. Alright, our opponent is P4 Razid. What does that mean? He's Razzie. Oh, opponent goes first. Ah, Jesus. I mean, this is a really bad hand. But I don't know if I can afford a mulligan because it's not that bad that I have to mulligan. Oh man, this hand does nothing. That's the risk. Here's the Hinterland Sanctifier. Alright, this is something. I do need land number 5. I need all the lands I can get. Oh god. This is what happened when we go second. We're dead like in a turn or 2, really. This allows me to know more lies. I think this is good. Too much life. He still gains life. God damn it. Alright. I need my tier magic. Oh! Hey, thank you. Sunbillow Verge. I do have white, so I could do it. What is he gonna play? One or more attacks, he gets a 1/1. I still gotta take this, which is still a lot of damage. This is the turn I gotta take off. Oh, I might still just die. It's too much damage all at once. Primate, okay. I don't immediately die, although I'm pretty close. I'm down to 3. Yeah, pretty close to dead, right? It's Mountain, right? Mountain. Mountain untapped. Yes, please. Get rid of all that. I need the last 2 turns. Oh, I just might be able to. There's a stock. Yeah, I kind of need that. Do I have black mana? I don't have black mana, so forget about it. Oh wait, hold on. There's no more lies. GG. We are at 3. They're out of cards. Yeah, we just gotta survive long enough. That hand though, man, I never got to the Jeskai Revelation. But hey, if I didn't get those, I won't actually win. Our opponent just kind of rage quit, but they were in a winning spot. I don't know why they quit. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw those 4-color control games, how does this deck feel? I'm very happy about this deck. It performed way better than I thought it would, and I have a lot of high hopes for it already. Now, I did make a little bit of an adjustment from maybe the first game. In the first game, I ran through 3 Kutzil's flanker, but then I thought about it. You know, I'm not winning with the flanker, right? The flanker is really there to exile the graveyard, and I don't need the scry as often since I have so much card draw in the deck. I just want to exile their graveyard and make sure they stay exiled. I don't want to have to exile it and then let them, you know, continue mill things in the graveyard. So, rest in peace. That's why there's 2 rest in peace in the deck. And in the intro, I talked about this being the, you know, being the tech card. I would say this is an absolutely necessity in the current standard. Obviously, with avatars, things could change. But I do think rest in peace will always be a lasting card for this kind of control deck because people always run graveyard shenanigans until we have some sort of until we have some sort of burn deck. Reanimator is always going to be our go-to deck for people who want to have fast games. So yeah, rest in peace is one you must have. And everything else just does exactly what we wanted to do. Now, I am pretty happy for cutting Day of Judgment and adding Fire Magic to this deck because of how Fire Magic performed today. That being said, though, it's a little bit skewed because I didn't face any deck that were as wide as I thought they would be. Most of the deck that I faced were green decks or Golgari decks where just dealing 1 or 2 damage did wipe their board. So Fire Magic is the kind of a Day of Judgment for 1 or 3 mana. That was really cool. But I can imagine scenarios where face demons and something, and their creatures are a little bit bigger than 2 damage. And even if you pay 6 mana for the big Fire Magic, you're not going to be able to kill it. So that's where it could falter. But again, I don't see that as a problem because for demons, usually they have 1 or 2, and defeats can get them, right? And then for our Jeskai Artifact deck, well, Ultima can get all of them. So I do think Fire Magic is better than Day of Judgment, but again, that's my sample size, and that's what I've noticed today. But overall, I do say this is one of the more fun decks for control in Standard. I hope that this sticks in Avatar, and it's fun to have Aang have his Jeskai Revelation. That would be pretty cool. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.